Hi, this is Cheryl Gallant, your Conservative Member of Parliament for the food basket riding of Renfrew-Nipissing-Pembroke. A new study suggests the Liberals' war on plastic is putting your health at risk. The researchers discovered that 90% of paper straws contained dangerous chemicals. Since paper is not water resistant, the straws need to be coated with chemicals so they don't dissolve even faster than they already do. The researchers also found a high number of paper straws were made from recycled paper. Just something to think about the next time you're able to afford to go out to eat. According to Justin Trudeau, the reason he appointed his new minister for small business was not because of her sex or ethnicity, or even the fact that she was elected in a tight race in Mississauga. The Trudeau PMO appointed her because she is a good communicator. That's why, as her first act as minister was to release a video showing how down-to-earth and relatable Liberals are. She released a video showing her going out for a dinner of fresh lobster and oysters in Charlottetown. Thanks to the Liberal Party's official policy of higher prices, the average Canadian family now finds eating out at McDonald's to be a stretch. But this Liberal minister wants you to see how much she enjoys the high life. The Liberals were in PEI for a retreat. That's the same retreat where Justin Trudeau complained that life is hard for politicians.
So yeah, it's not an easy time to be a politician.
After 8 years of incompetence and corruption, Justin Trudeau wants you to feel his pain. Unfortunately, Canadians are too busy feeling the pain of higher food prices. As long as the Liberals are propped up by the NDP, that pain is only going to get worse. Last week, Kleenex announced it's leaving the Canadian market. This is just the latest consumer goods brand to announce it's giving up on Canada. Skippy Peanut Butter, Delicioso Frozen Pizza, and Paul Newman's salad dressings have all announced they will no longer be available in Canada. Now, this is great news for the shareholders of Kraft. They make peanut butter, frozen pizzas, and salad dressings. Now their biggest competitor has left the market. Less competition leads to higher prices. That's bad news for Canadians experiencing a record food inflation. Sadly, with these Trudeau Liberals, the bad news just keeps on coming. The radical far-left minister for China's environment, Stephen Guilbeault, has announced that he's opening up a new front in the Liberal war on plastic. The minister is using a special section of the Environmental Protection Act to issue a pollution prevention order. Now, this is usually used against large industrial companies which cause serious environmental damage. This time, it's being targeted at grocery stores. Trudeau and Guilbeault are using a legal loophole to avoid legislation and regulation in order to make these changes more quickly. Remember, the reason Trudeau said he admired the communists who control China was because they could take swift action on the environment. Guilbeault is ordering grocery chains to drastically reduce plastic food packaging. And the order gets very specific about how to do it. For example, within 3 years, 75% of all fruit and vegetables must be sold in bulk or in plastic-free packaging. By 2030, 50% of all non-produce must be sold in reusable, refillable containers. This order even gets into where these products can be placed on shelves. Now, the grocery store lobbyist who spoke with a CBC reporter said the big chains were concerned about the order because they're not responsible for packaging. Except that's not quite true. The big chains have their own in-house brands like Selection, No Name, or President's Choice. This new government-issued order will obviously make food more expensive, but it will also encourage the big chains to make their in-house brands compliant with the new world order and stop selling competing brands. This, in part, is why major food companies are abandoning the Canadian marketplace. Justin Trudeau and his far-left radical ministers are pushing them out of the country. Canadians don't have to look far to see what the future holds. A company called New Grocery has a location in Ottawa. They promote themselves as a zero-waste company. Their products are more expensive and the selection is limited. But they've been in business 5 years and they serve a niche market. That's what's so great about living in a free market economy. This is how it should be. If you're concerned about the environment and you can afford to spend more money on food, there is a business willing to serve you. But not everyone can afford to make that choice. The Liberals don't care. They're going to force this down everyone's throats. Food prices will go up, convenience will go down. Canadians' quality of life will continue to decline as long as these far-left radicals are in power. Live from Ottawa, this is Cheryl Gallant.